let's start with this Young Thug topic. So when I first saw this headline, I saw that he was conducting drug deals in court, and I was like, God damn it, they finally got this man. Because I was gunning for Young Thug.
Yeah.
No pun intended, gunning for Young Thug. Hey.
I mean,
where's my rib shot?
There's literally a video for guys who don't know. There's like one of his co-defendants like handed him a Percocet, and they just immediately got that ass. So I'm just kind of like, why would you? I don't even understand what this is. This to me, it just seemed like a setup to me. That like, how did he even get that in the room for one?
I don't understand it. So apparently, not only did he pass Young Thug the Percocet, but then following that, apparently they found him in some type of bathroom stall or something, the officer, and the man was caught with not only just Percocet on his body, but he had marijuana, cannabis. I don't know which one is not going to get flagged on YouTube. Marijuana or cannabis. He had tobacco, and they said other forms of contraband. So how the fuck do you get all that shit? And not only that, first of all, this man was already facing life in prison. That's the first thing. So how the fuck is he getting all this shit in a courtroom? Don't they have people? I've never been in a courtroom. Don't they have people that are like checking you and patting you down? Especially if you're, because I'm gonna guess that if you're on trial for something, you're in the jail, right? You're probably being detained.
Well, I think the only logical thing that we can understand is he's definitely out on bail in some capacity. Because I don't know where.
Not this guy.
I mean, that's the only thing I can understand. Because from information I was looking up, that he wasn't that he wasn't. So I don't even know where he got that stuff from. So, but the only thing I can think logically is he would have to have been out and he somehow got it in the courtroom. Never been in a courtroom. I don't know if drug dogs inspecting the courtroom. But clearly this seems like, to me, this was stuff that was going to be traded in prison. So I don't know how I guess maybe there are just certain checkpoints they don't check.
I just don't know how he got it.
They transport him back to the prison. That's what I'm saying.
They said he's facing life in prison for murder. I don't think that they just let you out on bail for murder.
Yeah,
I don't think that's a thing.
not.
Somebody has to have him, like, someone has to pass him that so that he could distribute that to Young Thug. And also,
there has to have been.
How the fuck are you just walking up to the guy that's like, I don't know the exact court case dialogue, but how are you just walking up to the dude that's like on trial? If you watch the video,
I saw the video with cameras on and everything.
If you watch the video closely, I mean, you could see that the officer is like right on time with it. Like he saw him getting up, the co-defendant, I don't know his name. You saw the guy getting up and he moved right over there with him. So he was already onto it and shit, but like, they're just putting Young Thug in such an interesting spot. I don't even want to use the word interesting because that's an understatement. They're putting him in a spot where he seems so compromised.
And that's why people are saying it's a setup, because it's like, do we honestly know if Young Thugger knew what he was going to hand him?
No. That's
he
why
could have been like, hey man, give me a piece of gum. And then he just opens his hand and it's just a perk. It's just a perk, bro.
He turned around and almost knew that he was going to be like there, and then he went for the dap or whatever. So he probably like said something like "Yo, Thug" or something like that. But he said he turned it over. At least that's what the Young Thug's lawyer is saying. He turned it over. Did he get a new lawyer? Because I saw a black dude. He probably has a whole slew of lawyers. Actually,
probably has a whole team.
The clips I was seeing, he had a white dude for his lawyer.
But yeah,
the guy they were making fun of, they were saying he didn't know a goddamn thing that was going on in that courtroom.
I just like wow, it just doesn't make any sense to me. I just only thing I can think of is that maybe the dude had an outside homie who somehow got in there and left all that shit.
Yeah, it's really just maybe how the fuck somewhere you get that shit in there, and why is he distributing it?
And he went to go get
slapped. Because he gonna get slapped. He did actually. He got slapped. Some more charges on him. Like that's why it kind of feels like setup type shit. I'm not saying no free Young Thug shit. I know y'all niggas always out there. All these rappers.
I'm pretty neutral. A lot of these rappers are
free TK, nigga. Did you hear about TK?
Yeah, I know who TK is. I was following when someone introduced me to TK. He was like still on the run.
The nigga's a murderer.
We were like in the freshman year of college. It was that summer. Yeah, I think it was either the summer between freshman and sophomore. It was the summer between freshman and sophomore, I think is when it was. Freshman and sophomore year of college. So that was like, what was that, 2017? Summer 2017?
Yeah, something like that. I know all y'all niggas want all these rappers to go free.
No, TK is a psycho. He deserves to be in prison. He deserves to sit and do that time.
Definitely him.
He's
Get all
the one.
Murderers off the streets. Definitely him.
He's literally is just like a psycho. He's just like a murderer. He's just straight up just like a monster. So I don't.
But Young Thug though,
I don't know.
this guy is
Remember, I
gonna
don't
get
know
got.
much about this case, but I think Thugger is done. Just from what I understand about it, I think there's no way he's not getting off without at least 10 years. I think.
we were
from what
talking
I
about that.
understand.
What's the normal? Just for the audience, what's the normal like average sentence that a RICO case like the head? They're saying this guy is like Al Capone. Bro.
I just
Like
when
Al
I understand
Chapo.
about like the heads of RICO cases, you're basically getting life. You're getting over 25 years. I guess depends on the severity of what was going on, but like most RICO cases I've seen, and you're getting double-digit years. No,
It just feels
bar
like
none.
this. Even
You're
like
getting
I
double-digit
started
years.
it with saying that the headline that I saw, and it's not just one headline. I mean, there's reporting coming from all over. I'm sure you can even find something like Fox News or CNN reporting on this shit. Because Young Thug is a name, right? He's him.
Right.
The headline is that Young Thug is performing drug deals in the middle of a court case room. That's propaganda, yo. Because that's not what happened. That's not what happened.
And I guess maybe the deal, we're assuming that there's some kind of monetary transaction. Maybe he was just giving him. Maybe he just like, hey,
I don't
dude,
think so.
I'm having
That's not
sickness,
what-
or
I don't
something's
think
happening to
so.
me. I'm addicted. Can you give me a perk? Or maybe the guy, they're just fucking him over, and he just handed it to him. He didn't know what he was handing him, and then it was just like perk, and got on his ass. I don't know.
I think they're trying to set this man up